anyways, so nobody's talking about this movie. I feel like nobody knows about, that it's going on, but Bob Odenkirk is in this movie called Nobody. It's in theaters. It came out Thursday night in theaters if you have theaters open near you. And what it basically is a John Wick type of film. And there's some people I think that were involved with John Wick that are actually involved with this movie too. I'm not 100% sure about that because I'm unprofessional. I don't do my research, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Anyways, Bob Odenkirk, you'll know him from Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. You know, he's the lawyer, whatever. And he seems like a squirmy kind of guy. But in this, they gave him a nice peppery white and black 5 o'clock shadow, made him look kind of badass, you know?
Did they give it to him, or was it just grown?
Well,
with
I
the
think
sexiness that he is.
Joss Whedon did on his face. It was all CGI.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
He looks kind of like fitted Saul, and he's got this badass beard. He kind of looks like he looks like the fucking Shadow, you know? Like, he looks kind of cool. Like, he's kind of rocking the shit in this one. It's like in 40-year-old version, it's like, you know, I always thought of Matt Damon as kind of a Streisand, but he's rocking the shit in this one. That's kind of Bob Odenkirk in this movie. The movie starts out, and his, like, you know, he has 2 kids. He has his wife. He goes to work every day, and he plugs numbers into an Excel sheet, and it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's the same thing every day. He works out. His wife barely talks to him, barely even acknowledges his existence. Nobody takes him seriously.
Does his body look rock hard?
They don't show his body, but you can. His arms are looking good. You know, he's doing pull-ups at a bus stop.
It's weird. Like, I mean, I don't know why. That's what I focus on when you see like one of those kind of films. You're like, what that body look like though? Because I want to know. Like, you know, like when you look at those Van Damme, like, they're all like built and shit. They look like superheroes.
Yeah, they don't like give him a full glorious six-pack moment or anything, but he's doing some pull-ups at a bus stop, staring at a picture of his wife. Like, you know, like he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. You could tell he did some work for it. But anyways, it's almost like the exact same plot as John Wick. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, and that's not a bad thing because John Wick's a cool fucking movie. There's no puppy, but what it is that his family gets attacked by these robbers, and they're not that scary or whatever. It doesn't seem like that serious of a thing, but he has a chance to, like, his son tries to stop one of the robbers, and they barely take any money or anything, but he's in a suburban neighborhood, and he has a chance to stop the robbers. He has a golf club, and he could stop him, and he freezes up. And then his kid gets punched in the face, and they leave or whatever. Nobody gets hurt, but everybody's making fun of him. His wife tells her dad, her brother, who plays this hilarious guy who, like, picks on him and shit. Everybody just treating this guy like shit. His neighbor's like, man, I wish they would have came to my house. I'd have fucked them up. Everybody makes him feel like a big pussy, basically, because he didn't do anything. And he seems like it at first.
Sounds like my life.
But there's a whole nother side to it. When he discovers, and this is no spoilers or anything like that, when he discovers that not only do they take a little bit of cash, but it's funny as fuck because he walks in one day and his daughter's like, hey, I'm missing my kitty cat bracelet. And that's what snaps. It wasn't the money. It's not that they held a gun to his kid's face or anything like that. But when he found out they took the kitty cat bracelet, he's like, fuck. And he, like, leaves the house. And then you find out all this other stuff. This guy's basically a super badass. And again, I'll stop there. I think you can basically gather all that from the trailer. I don't want to give any spoilers.
What's the music like?
Fucking great. The music's great. It's all great. The music, they do kind of the Deadpoolish thing where they put, like, one of the main songs in it is that I'm just the soul whose intentions are good. You know, like
What's
that. That's a great song.
I know you're saying. Oh, yeah.
But like old schooly, like Guardians of the Galaxy type soundtrack over it a little bit.
That's a weird question because the idea, like, you gotta have a right kind of tone for the music to make it really fucking like you got to be emotionally, like, in there, and that music, like, helps it. Like, it's a smooth transition when you have a good music. Well, it sounded like when you were just describing it, dude, I was thinking of, like, Falling Down, John Wick, and then Death Sentence, all in one, like, wrapped into one thing.
It sort of is, but at the same time, like, it's got a very light tone. Like, there's dark shit happening. So when he starts to go out and he goes on his tour of vengeance or whatever, basically he crosses the wrong guy. And again, just like John Wick, there's this over-the-top fucking hilarious bad guy who is ruthless as fucking mean, but he spends his time, like, doing karaoke in the club and doing like with, like, super gold shoes on. The bad guy's extremely over the top, but he's also dangerous. Really fun bad guy.
What about the action sequences?
That's what I was gonna say. The action sequences, it's all John Wickish, you know, but instead of, like, all the sharpshooting and super badass stuff, it's really like it's kind of like the comparison you would make to Pierce Brosnan's GoldenEye would be John Wick, and in this case, he's more of a Daniel Craig in Casino Royale. A lot of the action scenes are fucking fisticuffs. There is the sharpshooting shit. They get into that in the last sequences and stuff. But at first, there's a scene where he's on a bus with these, like, 7 dudes who are about to rape this girl, and he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and he, like, empties the gun and then just fights them all. And dude, it's so gory and fucking violent. It's fucking awesome.
It's gory.
Oh yeah, it's pretty goddamn gory. It's nothing.
I can't watch it then, Mike. Fuck.
But it basically, again, just the same John Wick story. The third act, what's crazy, dude, his dad is played by Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
The fucking classic, Christopher Lloyd.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, dude. And he has a couple fucking moments in this movie that are amazing. But the third act does something a little bit stupid. And at first you're like, that's fucking rad. Holy shit, this guy's doing that and this guy's doing that. The only problem is about 5 minutes into that, you go, okay, that's impossible. That guy could never do that. It gets a little bit Mila Jovovich in Resident Evil doing a little too much.
I'm good. Yeah,
but no. And I'm not even talking about the main guy. Bob Odenkirk's character and what he does makes sense, but there is a character who's a good guy who does, and I can't say it without giving it away, so I won't. It's a little unbelievable how much he's capable of, So that kind of gets a little corny, but dude, the huge action scene at the end, all the John Wick vibes you can want, a really fun movie, a great movie to welcome people back into theaters, and it's violent, it's funny, it's got an amazing soundtrack, and I definitely recommend it. I'd give it an 8.